I've been hiding a very big secret from you. This is the Hydro Powwow, or the first project I ever worked on. I was fortunate enough to work on this with two of my college friends, and it just evolved from a piece of styrofoam that floated in a stream to this. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do this as our final capstone, but I kept working on the project, and this is actually on revision 10. I haven't really worked on it about 2 years, but I think it's finally time I share it with you guys, get your input, and see what we can do. Right now, you can see the base it's all 3D printed, but the base consists of just kind of a pontoon style raft, but it's actually angled in the back and it's angled in the front. So this way, when the water hits it, it wants to ride up on top of the water. So very similar to a boat. The first revisions didn't have it slanted back here, and the water was actually catching and putting a lot of resistance on the unit. So the top piece is actually two shell design. So there's the bottom part and then the top that screws on. And in the top, it holds on these geared 12-volt motors, or 24-volt, depending on which one you get. You can switch these out very easily. Basically, you just have to undo the screws, pull it off, and it all goes on just like that. So we can change out the ratios and get different power outputs for different applications, but I have a feeling you guys are going to recommend things like stepper motors and different motors like that. I'm very interested to see what you guys would do to change this, but right now we're going to go throw it in the stream. We're going to see how it does, and this one is a shrunken down version of the last one I made, so it has a little bit less air in here, but I think it's going to be okay because where you tether it, if it's high enough up, it's not really going to want to sink down. So I think this will be okay, and well, we can go from there. So let's throw it in and see how it does. So as you can see here in its current setup, and also, if I had waders, it'd be a little easier to get over to some of the really fast flowing spots. Or you stick this thing on a pole and hang it over there and get your power that way. It'd be a lot easier than trying to dangle it over there and fighting the current. But I happen to know a spot, much like that small waterfall right there, if you've seen my other videos, where I think this will make quite a bit more power. So let's put it through the ringer. Let's go to the other spot. Let's do some testing. But when I come back here next time, I'm going to do what you guys say. So drop some good comments. Let me know how you wanted me to change this and how we can make more power in this setting. Because obviously we know with the waterfall, there's almost every design is going to work really well. But I want to work on something that works well here. So for that, we probably need to step it up with our own gearing and a different motor. So let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comments while I head over to the other spot. I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so we made just under 20 watts, which is not bad for its first test, and I think it was probably making a little bit more when we added that second heater, but its RPMs were just a little bit too low for it to light up that screen and show us. So I'd say it probably would make 30 watts comfortably right now in this configuration, but I want to know what you guys would do to change it. Obviously, we want to do some waterproofing. I'm thinking maybe some stepper motors because these are geared 12-volt motors at 150 RPM. So we can do a couple different things to change this around, but I want to know what you guys want to do. So the top comment, or what I think is going to be the best comment, I'm going to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video.